Dog. Hi. Video time. You know that? It's video time. I need you to, like, go, because you're kind of standing on me a little bit. Hi. Sorry, we're good. Now we're good. We're good now. Hello, it's Slash2Gash. So we're doing Slash2Gash video. I've had these for a little bit, so my opinions are, like, good. We're good. I have my opinions set. These are here for reference. Those two have videos coming. This is gonna be the first one, and then that's coming next, and then that's coming next. So, and these are all gonna be like full videos. So these are good. We'll start off like just right off the bat. These are both very solid flippers. They're both very good flippers, but both of them have their own respective issues. We'll get into that. Let's just start like right off the bat. Slash2Gash, good. Epic. I have a promo code, Pyro10. It's 10% off. I'm gonna be a shill. I'm shilling, but I'm still gonna be totally honest about these. So don't even worry about it. That's not even a concern. Not even a concern. Let's talk about this guy first, because I think it'll be easier to talk about. Look at that, a little bit of camera magic. Because you know, when I do my ramble videos, I can't like change the recording thing. Like when I want to show flipping and when I want to show like just the knife and the shit that it, whatever, right? So how does this flip, right? Like, is it good? Very good, actually. Has a lot of character to it, has great tolerances, which I will be showing right now. So you can see, like, you know, it's no tippity tappity, right? No like handle play, and it sounds like a grail, which is crazy. The noises that you get from the what is it called now? The Chep channel rep. The Chep is, I think, the titling of it now. But it's heavy. It's heavy. That's like the one drawback about this knife, right? Maybe for you that's a pro, and if so, then you're gonna be in love with this thing. It's fantastic. There's one other kind of con, but it depends on personal preference. We'll get to that. But heft. This is a hefty knife. I don't know the exact weights, so I'm gonna put it right here. That's how much it weighs. Put it in pounds. How many pounds is that? Put the pounds right here. Is a bit hefty. But it carries momentum so good. Super neutral flipper, so fanning is also equally as good. A little bit of a pinky catch into that. Sheesh. All right, and then we'll get a little bit of fanning going on here. Bam, fuck up the ladder. But the fans are super good. You can kind of tell from, you know, how it's moving there. Well, turning on flash help at all? A little bit. You can kind of see it a little better. Yeah, you can definitely see that better. I should have been recording like that from the start. Okay, well, at least I know for later. But sorry about that. My bad. I probably should have checked that because the colors don't really pop again. Good flipper, though. Very good flipper. Very neutral. Rollovers are super sticky. Sorry, I'm very shaky with 0G still. I can't, like, do the really, like, calm 0Gs that other people can do. I'm not very good at that. I have to get like more arm movement and then I can kind of get it. Like that's like the smoothest that you'll ever see me do a 0G. I'm going off track, sorry. So the other con, right, that depends on your preference. You as a flipper, what do you like? The handles are kind of slick and there's a reason for it. It is because I have the toxic, so because of the anode, right, the handles are a lot more slippery than they would normally be. If you get the burning like toxic anode, it's gonna be polished and slick. If you get a normal like solid color or fade anode, any of their other anodes, they're stone washed. So it'll have more grip. It just depends on if you need the grip or if you prefer polished handles. Like me personally, I prefer polished handles. But yeah, let's go back over to the couch and discuss. Back to the couch. Hello. Chep is good. I'm a big fan of the Chep. It definitely fits that heavyweight range of ballies that I like, where it's very momentum based, a little bit sluggish, but it, once you get the speed going and if you have a good enough flow, you can kind of keep a good amount of speed on it. It's kind of hard for me here because of the coffee table and I don't want to like smack it. Very, very, very good flipper. It's just, if you want the burning toxic anode, I hope you like slippery, smooth handles, and I hope you like heavy knives. The closest thing to the Chep, which is like kind of close, but like kind of not, would be the Madco. The Madco is like also kind of hefty, but it's not as heavy as the Chep, because this is 4.4 ounces, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 4.4. I could be wrong. And so the Madco kind of has a similar like momentum-based flipping where it's like it has that slow startup, but then once you really get it going, it just keeps going, and then you lose the thumb rollover you were going for. Point is, this is a heavy knife, and it's a very good heavy knife. And yeah, I like it. It's a very good flipper. How's the Nami? How is it? The Nami obviously suffers from the same problem of slippery handles because it has the burning toxic. What are my thoughts on the trainer, right? How is the trainer compared to the live blade? Let's talk about it. So we got the Nami here, right? How does it flip? What am I thinking, right? Well, like I said before, obviously it has that slippery nature to it, so sometimes it likes to fly out of my hands. But, besides that, this thing flips so good. It's very neutral with like a slight handle bias. But the thing that's weird about it is that the rollovers aren't very sticky on it, so you kind of have to like fight it a little bit. It's not a perfect flipper. It's not exactly like the best thing out there. It's a problem that the Live Blade Nami suffers from too. Or the Live Blade clone Nami suffers from as well. But the trainer just like has this flow to it. It's just like different. Like I don't have this kind of flow with like a lot of other knives, but something about the Nami trainer is just like different. Like I didn't have this kind of flow on the Live Blade that I used to have, but this thing just feels so comfortable to me. Maybe it just fits like what I like, which, could definitely be the case, but obviously don't just get one because I said I like it. My preferences are going to be different from yours. Maybe you're very rollover centric in your flipping style, right? You don't want a knife that's going to be fighting you constantly when you're doing chaplains because it wants to fly away from you because there's not enough ass weight. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that you're going to want to deal with if your whole style is just rollovers. It's kind of like if someone's style was entirely fanning, they wouldn't want a handle-heavy knife. It just depends on your style and what you like and what you don't like. Don't just want the knife because I like it. And I know that's something that Mr. Camaro Ethan has been talking about with the Slift T. How even though it's his like favorite knife, that doesn't mean you should just get one because he likes it. Your preferences are definitely going to be different. So same thing goes here. If you like rollovers, I don't know if the Nami is entirely for you because even for me, they get tricky sometimes with trying to catch rollovers from flying away. Let's jump back over to the couch. I'm gonna talk comparison a little bit because now I have a real Nami. Okay, we're back over here. Let's talk about the Nami, right? Now to talk about the Nami, we're also gonna wanna grab the other Nami, right? So let's grab that Nami and then let's go like this. Bam. Now we can really get up on these guys, and this one's gonna go out of here. All right, so let's talk about the Namis real quick, right? Let me get my fucking disgusting hands out of the way. So let's actually talk about the Namis, right? So last time I did the live blade video, I didn't have a real Nami at the time, but now I do. So the handle geometries are pretty much the exact same. If anything, the clone is the tiniest, like the teensy tiniest thicker. To me, they feel pretty much the exact same in the hands. Like, I can't really tell too much of a difference. I guess I can feel like the tiniest bit of like thickness, but maybe that could also just be placebo. But we measured it with calipers at the pit, so maybe we measured it wrong, maybe my eyes are wrong. It looks like this one's a teensy bit thicker. They're like pretty fucking similar. The differences get pretty clear though when you look at the texture. Not very similar, but like handle-wise, they're pretty similar. Flipping-wise, they're not even a little bit. They still don't really flip that much similar, but you know, it doesn't really matter. This guy's pretty good. I'm a fan. I like it. Flips very nice. The anode's very beautiful. But yeah, that's about it. So the Nami just likes to fly away on rollovers. Chep is too heavy. And you know, they're both slippery. So that's just, you know, how it goes. If you noticed, both of them have aftermarket screws. Now you can get aftermarket screws on shit. You can get, dude, this does not, like you can get aftermarket screws on Slash2Gash. They have aftermarket screws now for a lot of the clones. So pretty much like all the clones they sell, you can get better screws for them. So like you can get T10s on them too, which is pretty hype. Those are M3s. So like older the one clones, but like the Nami and the Rep or the Chep get these T8, which, you know, it's still T8, but the sockets are deeper, so you know, to actually, like, the screwdriver can actually grab them, so they don't strip. So you can get a lot tighter tolerances on these. And then in case you're gonna ask, why does my Nami have like awful tolerances? Well, that's because I fucked it up, and I was fidgeting with the bushings and all that. So that's not Slash2Gash's fault. That's my fault because I'm stupid and didn't want to just leave the knife alone. This guy, obviously, with how good the tolerances are, this came from Slash2Gash, and all I did was replace the pivots. I like did nothing else. I changed the pivots, tightened it. I have done nothing else to the Chep. This guy, I took apart, I dried everything, swapped the bushings, the washers, put it all back together, and it just doesn't, I can't tighten it anymore. It doesn't tighten anymore, but it's still a great flipper, so I recommend. So one thing I wanted to bring up really quick was about the toxic anos. You can get them looking very different. Toxic anos can be done in totally different ways. There's different patterns, and they have their own names and all that shit, right? But like the point is no two toxic anos are gonna look the same. So when you order one of these, you're kind of like playing Russian roulette. You don't know what you're getting. You're kind of like reaching your fucking hand into like a blind box and just picking out a random one. You don't really have a choice, right? Whether you order from Slash2Gash or you order from some other like site, it doesn't matter, right? No matter what, you don't know what you're getting, right? So I just wanted to bring that up really quick. Also, they are fingerprint magnets, and obviously because they're so shiny, they don't want to focus. It's fine. You can see all like the purples on the Nami. Look at that right there. It's normally like kind of hard to get on camera, so that's really cool. But yeah, so just, you know, you never know what kind of rep you're getting or what kind of Nami. It doesn't matter what you're getting. If it has a toxic ano, no matter what, it's going to look like random. It doesn't matter, like, good luck, right? If you want to get like a specific pattern, good luck on getting that one. I wish you the best of luck, but you know, you don't get to choose. Just, you know, you're playing the heart of the cards. So just wanted to say that really quick. And then like another good example is just looking at like the faces of them. Like you can see all that color down here, while the Nami doesn't really have any like crazy patterns on the faces like the Chep does. So you get my point. That's about it though. For scores, because you know we've been doing that, I would be giving the Nami trainer a give me a drum roll. Give me like a funny drum roll, or give me like a break. Can you give me like a break sample lead up? Editing me. Do a break sample for like the lead up. Okay, yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So the Nami is going to be getting a solid 8 out of 10. Very, very, very good flipper. It's just not perfect, but, you know, That's more like objective score, honestly. Personally, I'd probably give it like a 9. I love how this thing flips. It's so good. But to the normal person, you know, average Joe, it's gonna be getting an 8, which is kind of like how the score system goes. The Chep is also going to be getting an 8 because it also has just the same amount of problems that like aren't that big of a deal. It's really just things that you have to overcome as a flipper and get used to. And then once you do, you get rewarded with both of these being great flippers. It's just that they give you challenges to overcome before you can really flip them like you want to. That's it. That's the only reason why they're not getting like higher than that, you know? And no knife is perfect, so you're never gonna see a 10 from me. These are both fucking fantastic. Go check out Slash2Gash. They got a lot of other products on there, even if you don't like Bally's. Blah, 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 blah. Promo code. Check out my Discord. It's a cesspool. I'm like on there if you ping me. I don't really like use it, and that's about it. I am out. Videos on those two coming soon. I'm really leaving now. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.